Welcome to Como, Italy, a lakeside gem nestled at the foot of the Alps, where history, elegance, and natural beauty come together in perfect harmony. In this walking tour, filmed in stunning 4K, we'll stroll through Como's charming streets, soak in its lakeside views, and discover why some call it Italy's most beautiful lake town. Join me as we explore its historic heart, hidden corners, and iconic landmarks. We arrive in Como at the southern tip of the lake, sometimes known by its ancient name, Lario. The town is about 46 kilometers in length across the lake, but it's here, in this cozy, elegant city, that many journeys begin. Como isn't just a touristy stop, it's a living, breathing city of around 80,000 people. Its origins stretch back to Roman times, and over the centuries, it's developed into a cultural and industrial center, while still preserving its timeless charm. As we walk in, you'll notice the narrow cobbled lanes, the colorful facades, and a skyline framed by rolling hills and alpine peaks. The scene feels almost cinematic, like stepping into a postcard. Our first stop is Piazza Cavour, the lively lakeside square where Como meets the water. Historically, this was the town's trading port, a hub of commerce and exchange. From the promenade here, the views of Lake Como are simply breathtaking. The water glistens, the mountains rise behind it, and boats drift gently by. This stretch is one of Como's most scenic walks. Locals and visitors alike love to linger here, especially at dusk, when the golden light dances across the lake. Over here, you might spot Daniel Libeskird's Life Electric, a modern steel sculpture that pays tribute to Como's own Alessandro Volta, the pioneer of electrical energy. Condé Nast Traveler. Walking further along the lake, we come to a striking neoclassical building, the Tempio Voltiano. The architecture is majestic, Corinthian columns, a grand dome, and a luminous interior that feels sacred both to science and to history. Inside, the Tempio houses a museum with scientific instruments, artifacts, and original Volta memorabilia, creating a bridge between Como's past and its forward-looking spirit. Now, let's step off the waterfront and wander into the historic center of Como. The streets narrow, the buildings lean in, and every corner feels like a story waiting to be told. Como's medieval walls and ancient defensive towers once protected the city from invaders, a legacy that still shapes its character today. As we stroll, we pass elegant shops, tiny cafes, and courtyards framed by arched doorways. It's easy to imagine life here centuries ago. Merchants, silk traders, scholars, all moving through these same lanes. Dominating the heart of the town is the magnificent Como Duomo, or Duomo di Como. Construction began in the late 13th century under the patronage of the Visconti family and stretched all the way into the 18th century. The facade has a Gothic style, while the interior reveals Renaissance touches, a testament to the centuries of craftsmanship and devotion poured into its design. Step inside, and you'll be greeted by soaring arches, stained glass windows, and intricate frescoes. The cathedral isn't just a religious site, it's a cornerstone of the civic identity, where art, faith, and community converge. Nearby, in one of Como's atmospheric little squares, is Piazza San Fedele, home to the Basilica of San Fedele. This church dates back to medieval times, and its facade, cloistered courtyard, and calm presence make it a quiet but powerful highlight in the maze of the old town. Here in these alleys, time seems to slow down. You'll often hear church bells ringing, footsteps echoing on stone, and the soft hum of conversation between visitors and locals, all underscoring a timeless, tranquil rhythm.
Como is not only a city of water and mountains, it's also long been linked to silk. For centuries, Como was a major center for silk production, and that legacy continues to shape the town's identity. If you explore further, you'll find silk boutiques, artisan workshops, and even the Silk Museum, where you can discover the entire process, from silkworms to dyeing, weaving, and fashion. This cultural thread connects Como's industrial past with its refined present, and it's one of the reasons why the town feels so deeply rooted yet remarkably elegant. From the center, let's head uphill toward one of Como's most beloved landmarks, Villa Olmo. The walk itself is part of the charm: stone steps, leafy lanes, and glimpses of the lake peeking through balconies and rooftops. Villa Olmo is a neoclassical mansion set in beautiful gardens with sweeping terraces that offer panoramic views over the lake. It's a favorite spot for locals and visitors alike to pause, reflect, and soak in the landscape. Arriving at the gardens, you feel a kind of serenity that only a lakeside villa can provide. The grounds are lush and manicured, with paths that lead you to viewpoints overlooking the water and the distant hills. As you stand here, the light changes: sun on water, soft mountain shadows, the gentle ripple of waves. It's a quiet beauty, a moment suspended in time. If you visit at sunset, you might catch the lake glowing in tones of gold and rose, making for unforgettable memories. Back in town, we dive into the more intimate corners of Como, narrow alleys that feel almost hidden, where locals live, shop, and gather. These are not tourist traps, but real slices of life. You might spot small trattorias tucked behind shutters, flower boxes spilling with color, or vintage signage that whispers stories of the past. Here, everyday beauty reveals itself not in grand monuments, but in small moments. An old woman chatting with a friend, children chasing pigeons in a piazza, a vendor setting out fresh produce. Como also embraces modern creativity. Public art, like the Life Electric sculpture, pops up alongside architecture from centuries ago, reminding us that this town lives in both the past and the present. Throughout the year, Como hosts cultural events, concerts on the lake, art exhibitions, local festivals, and amidst all that, you'll sense a refined, contemplative energy. Not just a place to visit, but a place to experience. While Como itself is a jewel, it's also a gateway to the rest of Lake Como. From here, boats and ferries can take you to other iconic towns: Bellagio, Verena, Menaggio, the famous Golden Triangle. Bellagio, perched on a promontory, is often called the Pearl of the Lake. Its winding alleys, elegant villas, and lush gardens feel almost dreamlike. Verena, on the eastern shore, exudes a quieter, more authentic charm, with its romantic lakeside promenades and medieval castle. And for those seeking natural beauty and sacred heritage, there's Sacro Monte di Osuccio, a hillside sanctuary with Baroque chapels that offer spiritual reflection and panoramic views. So is Como Italy's most beautiful lake town? Beauty, of course, is subjective, but it's hard to argue with the case. Here, elegance meets history. Alpine majesty frames tranquil water. Modern art mingles with centuries-old tradition. Como is sophisticated without being pretentious. It's accessible yet timeless. Whether you're here for the architecture, the nature, the culture, or simply to breathe in the quiet magic of the lake, Como rewards every step. Before we wrap up, a few quick tips for your own visit. Getting here, Como is well connected. You can reach it by train, car, or ferry. Best time to visit? Spring and early autumn are ideal. The weather is mild and the crowds are thinner. Walking. Wear comfortable shoes. The cobbled streets and stone paths add charm, but also demand a steady pace. Boat tours. Take a ferry or private boat to explore other towns on the lake. Don't miss Bellagio or Verretta. Cultural sites. Visit the Duomo, the Tempio Voltiano, and the Silk Museum for a rich, layered experience. Thank you for joining me on this walking tour through Como. If you've enjoyed the journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another travel adventure. And let me know in the comments, what's your favorite part of Como? The cathedral, the villa gardens, or maybe that hidden alley tucked away under ivy? Until next time, arrivederci, and may your travels bring you to more beautiful lake towns like this one.